They separate us from our neighbors and they call it social distancing. It's actually a bigger plan. It's called social conditioning. They took away our privacy. There's always someone repeating, but the problem is the schools dumb you down so you believe them. If you try to speak the truth inside a tweet, then they delete it. Whole administration Satanists who claim they praise in Jesus. Every year there's a new name for enemies that we're facing. It's Al-Qaeda, then ISIS, and now American patriots. Who would have thought those who love the country the most would be hated on by folks who call America home? Both political parties are equally just as evil. They've been working for themselves, don't give a damn about the people. Black, white, yellow, brown, humanity needs you. Cause united we stand, divided they will defeat you.
I know, you probably don't want me to push pause there, but they see, that's my point. That's my point. This is my thing, right? Everyone's talking about the left, the right, they, them, right? It's pointing the finger the whole time. We already talked about this. You know my drill, right? When you point a finger at you, three pointing right back at you. I know it's old school stuff, but the truth is the truth. And like he just said, it's like, we all know they're full of it. We all know it's coerced, manipulated. I mean, the people on mainstream, AKA corporate media, they're getting paid and they don't want to lose their job. They don't want to lose their status. Of course, they're just going to keep it. Like, why does anybody listen? We should know. Everybody knows, you know, the whole crying wolf thing, right? You cry wolf many times and nobody believes you when the actual wolf comes. I mean, hello. Like, this shouldn't even be an issue at this point, especially thanks to, you know, internet, right? Like, come on. But I know it. And like he said, united we stand. Oh, please. Oh, okay. All right. You know, see, I'm gonna get myself up.
Man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they're lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Oh, exactly. Like, even whether you're religious or not, right? Like, what a way of mentioning all the points that he mentioned, and then in God we trust. Like I said, even regardless of your religion, or if you have no religion, maybe you're spiritual, maybe not, maybe you believe in the Matrix, you know, maybe you understand. So really, like, that's me. I'm questioning reality as we know it, regardless. And I just found for years now that what about instinct, right? It's a human trait. It's a human sense that we have. Not just human, right? Animals have instincts, or so we call it, right? So when you have these instincts, I do call that God. You know, everything that ever was and will be, everything that was, is, and will be, right? I think, and you want to call it God? Absolutely. And I can stand firmly that I have this feeling, and regardless, I don't need to label it. I just know it's there, and it's so powerful, which is why that's why I love doing these reaction videos. Because if the song makes me feel something, it's on to something. It's connected to something. Oof. Okay. I'm going back.
I'm missing what was written in them pages. That was history they wrote. Now you want to change it. You racist. You hate this. Why you want us all to be locked up in cages? I can't stand the left. Everything they say is depressing. Ship them to the Middle East. They can learn oppression. Believe me, I mean this quite literal. I love liberty, but I liberals. Wear a mask, stay home, complain and moan. Talk about privilege on your phone in your Range Rover, Starbucks, mango, foo-foo, whatever. The cloth I'm cut from can handle any weather. You just paper in the rain, we ain't the same. Stand for the flag, only kneel when I pray. I just pray we go back to the old days, land of the free, home of the brave.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust. Yeah.
Again with the we don't know who to believe, but it's funny where he says, and again, funny is for the lack of a better word, but like in God we trust, right? And like he says, you know, I'm just small time person and I have this American dream. For me, the American dream is just freedom. But for others, it's the whole shebang, right? The house, possessions, right? I mean, there's so many people have different versions of what the American dream means to them. But for me, freedom. I was born free as a human, as a spirit, whatever you want to call it. Everything else is man-made. These rules, politics, culture, society. And I actually disagree. I love the song. And what they're saying is really good. You know it. I know it. I can't argue one point they're saying. And I even love, you remember that part where the guy just covered his mouth when he could have said the word hate and didn't? I love that. I refuse to use the word hate. In fact, I say it to my friends all the time, clients, people that I work with, I go, you don't really hate. Okay. You, and this is what I say. Like, you could say, I deeply dislike, you know what I mean? But I refuse to say those words because the words have power. And I don't think it is divided as it seems, because it's all about information that's out there, which is why they're censoring, because anything that is put in your head becomes your reality. Whatever puts on, on the screen, then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, the world's falling apart. But if the screen says to you, everything's great, we're peachy. Hello, the current administration and the American government. Oh no, we're not in a recession. Oh no, we're going to redefine the word recession. And guys, there's a book. There's like a dictionary for like economists. If you haven't seen it, I'll share that in the next video because I didn't prepare it right now. I don't have it up here. But seriously, like, but it doesn't even matter, right? It's like, okay, let's all live in denial. That's fine. Let's pretend we're not in a recession or that we're not heading to a massive recession. But see, it's the information that gets people to react a certain way. So that's how much the words have all the power. So we're not as divided as the information that's put out there, and that's been censored. So then all of a sudden, this is my reality. So then words are your reality. Are you getting me, guys? Are you getting me? It's got nothing to do with what you have and you don't have. It's the words. Which is why
by the consumer. Truth is so diluted, people starve off the confusion. Comfort is the killer, your dreams execution. Cool persecution if I make a contribution. Home of the brave, promise, stand up, pay homage. They tell lies, I'm being honest, just the time is upon us. I know that God got us, so I'm fighting in his honor. Hear the cries of the crusaders as we're strapping up our armor. Either set a higher ground or drown in a drama. If I die for what I love, then my death will be nirvana.
I'm so sorry. I hope I wasn't too loud. Oh, that's like my quote right there. You know, the whole quote by Gandhi. And I'm not fallible. He's not perfect, or he wasn't. But there you go. There you go. My quote right there. Be the light that you want to see in the world. So the old quote is be the change that you want to see in the world. Be the light. Be a good person. How about that? You don't have to have even a religion to be a good person. So when you're out there attacking people, even if you think, oh, I'm right. See, not only, obviously, the song is called In God We Trust, but even if you didn't know how to express what God is, the way I say it, I mean, it's love. And when you love something, you don't attack it. Oh my God. Guys, I did not expect this song to be this. There's just so much I could say about this. We'd be here all day, and I won't even play the whole song. All right, I'm going back.
Man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams. The world's going crazy and they lying to us. Don't know who to believe, so in God we trust.
Ooh, I love the look in her face when she said that.
A farmer, we just want freedom that you have that to offer. We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama.
Exactly.
We just want the life that was promised by our fathers. We don't trust the news, the government, or
oh my God.
We just want freedom.
Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I'm getting choked up. Whoa. Ooh, I don't know if you can see my eyes. We just want the life that our fathers promised. That's the thing. The only way people can get crazy or divided is because they don't know, they're uneducated, or they weren't educated right. Again, indoctrination, that's part of the school system, especially the public sector. It is what it is. And it's all over the world, guys. It's not just here. And it's all, by design, no doubt. I used to be a teacher. I'm telling you, don't even get me started there. Also, history's not written correctly, right? They omit whatever they want. And don't they say, there's even a quote about it. I think it was Napoleon who mentioned the history was written by the victors, right? So, but regardless, if you go further enough and you grab enough books and you just really just deep down, go down the whole rabbit hole, and like to know that so many people that wrote the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and guys, I live in Philly, if you don't know this, I live in Philadelphia. And I used to be a translator for tour guides at the Independent Center. And like, again, whatever they've put forth, it's just fascinating that if anybody really knew, if like all these people that are supposedly against this so-called freedom that they think is like the bad guy who's crazy and, you know, oh, we're all just like crazy Christians and it's the Christians' fault. I hear that a lot. Well, I'll tell you what, the whole, one of the biggest things that got to me about what they went through, our fathers, you know, our ancestors, our founding fathers of this country, is where do they come from? What did they live through? The people today never really lived through that, especially those that are so opposed to it. That's a fact. And then on top of that, it's the fact that some of them died. They got attacked. They got, talk about censored. It was hardcore. And they fought. I think it was Washington that said, fight like hell. I mean, okay, all right. I had to calm myself down. Oh my God, what a moment. Got me the moment. Okay.
We don't want the lies, the politics, or the drama. We just want the life that was promised by our fathers.
The man on the news says the problem is me. I'm just a small town boy with big American dreams.
Ah, I see nothing but love here.
Crazy and they lying to us.
Oh,
Who to believe? So in God we trust.
I love that. There was all these people in the video that contributed to it. I really got a sense of love. I really did. Did you guys feel that?